We are live, for better or worse. Thank you for joining us again for another Super Robot Sundays here on Sound Goblin Gaming as we return to Super Robot Wars V. I am, as always, Bograt.
I am Krampus.
I'm Chew.
And I'm Vincent.
And, yeah, we may as well kind of jump right into it. Last time around, some stuff happened. Most of the significance was we got Black Mike Guy, or unlocked Black Mike Guy joining us later on once repairs are completed to him.
Put on a shirt.
And now here we do technically come to another split, except it's only one of those splits that's technically because there are slightly different scenarios depending on which protagonist you do.
Yeah. It's different if you're male or female.
So apparently Mito's grandpa was part of Celestial Being
And established a worldwide
Rail Network.
rail network.
Well, that's the most fantastical and outlandish thing I've ever heard of.
Yes.
Of everything in this game, that's the one that breaks suspension of disbelief. Infrastructure? What the fuck are you on about?
Not just infrastructure, like rail? What?
Worldwide
Rail infrastructure privately funded by a billionaire.
Okay, so rail, in certain areas, can and is profitable. Not on that scale. You basically need to be going between large population hubs in a relatively close area where airlines and rail are about as efficient as each other.
You are correct. Which is makes it even more unbelievable because it probably wasn't done for profit by a billionaire.
Or efficiency? It's like the second you get to the water, you're better off on a boat.
Not if you make a bridge straight across.
No, you're still better off on a boat. They're just more efficient.
I mean, boats actually use quite a bit of energy to.
They do. It's still less. It's still less energy than a train.
Now you build a tunnel underneath the water and explicitly only run coal burning trains through said tunnel. There's no problems with this. The fuck is asphyxiation? That's an awful big word.
Well, the bright side, we're trapping the carbon underground because that's how that works, right?
No, I've got it. We build a tunnel and have it explicitly built so that it'll grab cars by their tires and then hurl them down this tunnel at like 200 miles an hour. And it's only wide enough for one car at a time to go through. So if one car catches fire in there, a thing that totally never happens to any cars ever, especially not Teslas.
I have a better idea. How about we get rid of that part where you grab their tires and move them on some sort of platform instead of having them drive through that tunnel about 30 miles an hour?
And you only have very explicit entry and exit points from this tunnel, but this will solve traffic.
This is a reference to something.
Just because you
Yes,
drive,
Elon Musk's Hyperloop. He's a fucking idiot.
just because you drive slower in the tunnel than you can on the surface streets it goes over. Your one-lane death tunnel.
See, that's the thing, though, is that the intention is supposed to be that you're able to go through these tunnels at like 200 miles an hour. You know, those speeds that car tires are absolutely rated for and designed to operate at.
In fact, I'm pretty sure the original dumb idea involved sleds.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Then we don't have to worry about tires.
No, just Tesla's catching fire in the tunnel and murdering everyone in it.
It's fine.
Shit, I didn't know you were in this game.
It's fine. We make it the same tunnel as the trains that are burning coal underground. There'll be no oxygen. So
Give me a
we don't
couple
have to
more
worry
years
about
to get
fire.
some more great. And that man had more hair than I did, unfortunately. Even with his hat on, he had more hair than I had. I'd hang out on a submarine.
Well, in fairness, this is an anime game, and therefore people are 20% hair by volume.
That's
so
Oh, this is an anime game, and that's an old man, which means he's like 35.
There's that too.
I just spent 15 years in an isekai. Finally came back.
Cross-edge characters are saying things, nobody gives a shit.
On the bright side, they're very visually distinguishable because they're all wearing the same lack of clothing.
They lack clothing and hair colors that match their mechs.
For the most part, yeah.
The exception is Ange.
Yes.
The blonde. That's a white mech, but close enough. Testarossa is right. And if we get her on angry side, she'll shoot ballistic missiles at us. I'm pretty sure it's a war crime, but she also doesn't care.
It's fine. We're a secret military organization, therefore there's no declared war. Thus, we can't commit war crimes.
That's true. We didn't sign up to the convention.
Okay, in fairness, Kurz, you work directly for Tessa. You might want to be careful about what you say. She will just fucking kill you.
If she doesn't, Mal will.
Huh, okay. Just interesting that in this particular... Okay, yeah, Tetsuya also did lose his memory, so...
I think they went over that when he first showed up. Like, he's lost his memory, and all he currently wants to do is protect Ryoma, someone who shouldn't need any protecting in any way, shape, or form.
I don't... It's specifically that Tetsuya doesn't know about Mazinger Z, though. It's a weird thing. Oh ho. Ugh. The TACP bonus on this scenario would suck ass if it weren't for the fact that the Yamato has been upgraded to hell and back. We have to defeat at least 2 enemies with Kodai, who's in the Cosmo Zero, but the Cosmo Zero has all the Yamato's upgrades. So...
Yeah, they fully upgraded the
Yes, I do think an AI can lie. There's no part of the term AI that says can't lie.
I don't remember if the brave super AIs are explicitly programmed to not be able to lie.
It wouldn't matter what kind it's case, but...
No, 9 it wouldn't matter, but... Like...
I can't say for any of the other series apart from Gal Geiger, because I haven't actually seen any of the other ones, but I don't remember an instance of it ever coming up.
I think it only comes up in Jade Ecker, actually. Anyway, yeah, just field whoever the hell you want, really.
The Argos will not
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so again, unlike the G-Gen games, this one doesn't actually limit where stuff can be deployed. Like, some stuff is going to be garbage. Like, I'm sure if you actually look at the Arbalist's, like, compatibilities... Yeah, it has an A rank in space. Okay, that's fine enough. But, like, there'll be times where, like, a unit that is, you know, explicitly not really designed for space will have worse compatibility. I think this one it might just be extrapolated from the fact that, like...
Well, there was a very quick, like, line that when they were talking about how the Donan got space capability. Most of Mithril's stuff has been upgraded by a mysterious benefactor heavily believed to be her.
Yeah, so there is some of that.
The only person we actually need kills right now is Sosuke.
Sosuke needs to have 40 kills with it?
Yes, we do need 40 kills on Sosuke, specifically. I don't think there was anyone else specifically.
I seem to recall last time we specifically said that all the other Full Metal Panic characters had the kills they need already.
Well, it's total for the entire group.
Total for the entire group is 100, which if we get Sosuke to 40, we'll easily break 100 there. Yeah, I don't think there was anyone else that stuff was particularly important for. I'm checking the list real quick. Judao does need to be an ace pilot by like the end of scenario 35, but also we're fielding Judao anyways because the double Zeta is fucking amazing. I think that's the only other one that we had any extra requirements for, other than the Ruri needs to be an ace, but that's also by like 48 or something, or sorry, by the end of 36. So again, still quite a while before we need to worry about that.
And Chiba ships, it's not that you're going to
Yeah.
Well, that's fucked up. I mean, it's technically accurate to the series, but it's still kind of fucked up.
But
So I was just looking at some of the unlocked stuff, and for unlocking the Alpha Aziru, it's a two-part thing. So, like in scenario 31, you have to attack Lonnie with Banagher and Hathaway after she goes berserk, and then in mission 38, you have to persuade Lonnie with either Banagher or Hathaway, then kill her.
harsh.
But again, accurate to what happens in
Yeah,
Unicorn,
no,
where
it-
like
it was accurate.
Banagher talks her down, and then Riddy fucks it up.
He fucks her up. What special stuff do you have this book? Anything specific?
The SR point is defeat all enemies within 2 turns, and then the attack P bonus was defeat 2 enemies with Kodai. Yeah, that'll be the Cosmo Zero, specifically.
We're getting attacked by that.
Ah, space suffering. So what are we fighting on this map, and why are they even more trash than usual?
Those are Martian successors.
Okay, that answers both questions.
Yeah, these are the various units and such that were, so not the Hokushin 6, obviously, but the other units that like work with Hokushin that have shown up in these. Hence why they all have barriers. Because the Martian successors have to be the most annoying fucking enemies in existence.
First time?
I mean, I don't think Cosmic ever does space. It's ostensibly sort of an Escaflowne style fantasy series
like
with
a
giant
fantasy
robots, realistically.
You're not going to space in your point of my knowledge.
Unlike the other truly fucking amazing, ostensibly fantasy series with giant robots we've experienced, Knights of Magic, which is funny as hell. Probably one of the only isekais I actually respect. Because they actually do interesting things with it, and not just like, well, I'm from the real world, and like, I have a cell phone. It's like, no, the dude actually just like knows his shit, but very much doesn't know anything he doesn't know. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like he's amazing, and he's just like he shows up and it's like, oh my god, is that Mazinger? And everyone's like, what the fuck is a Mazinger?
Ah, space torpedoes.
Technically speaking, we could do horrible things. Spend a whole fucking attack fee getting full counter on a bunch of people now.
Oh, get this up. Yep. That seems like a poor target to pick.
Well, when you don't have good targets.
Yeah. Just, even by the standards of the stuff on your side.
That scene
I mean,
from
also-
Blue Hustle when he's joining out people that he wants to fight and then making excuses.
I mean, in fairness, that unit wasn't really going to hit anything you could aim at there anyways, so if you're not going to hit anyways, you might as well aim at the one thing that if you do happen to hit, it's not going to matter.
Might as well do 10 damage.
I genuinely love that that's just a consistent thing throughout all the Super Robot Wars games, that the Mazingers are just the tankiest motherfuckers on Earth. the Mazingers vary extremely after a certain point, stop caring about being hit.
Underway.
Pile driver. Very inspired by my guy moving across the map.
Yep. First half of the battle done.
We managed somehow. They were all fodder.
Yeah. Interestingly, first half, but the SR point is in the first half, not
Yeah.
the full battle.
Hey.
Oh no!
They're targeting Tetsuo.
Are there
They're aiming-
500,000 of them?
They're attacking our fully upgraded warship.
Yeah,
That's a barrier.
Yeah, they're aiming at the Nadezhko, the thing with the gravity wave barrier that like just doesn't take fucking damage.
Oh god!
Oh,
Some sort of weird piranha man.
Better watch out, he's gonna get grabbed. From now on, I'm choosing to believe that his name is pronounced with a soft G, so it's actually just Julie.
she is silent.
I got a bike lock around my neck because I'm edgy.
Oh shit, we better watch out. I'm pretty sure he has the power of Kuga.
So, sheer curiosity, is he from anything or is he unique to this game?
No, I'm pretty sure this is an original.
I'm pretty sure he's one of the whatever their evil empire.
Eyes on speed.
Yeah, I don't mean the ability to go fast. I mean methamphetamines.
Yep, yeah, it was kind of obvious based on the appearance.
Speed kills!
Tetsuo being defeated is one of the
Yes.
I think that literally can't occur.
Oh, it's everywhere.
It's like Luck and Pluck. He's got seed and speed.
Oh, yeah, what's his face still have
No.
So, blow things up.
Yeah, in general, I think anything connected to these, like, interdimensional things, the basically people that we first encountered in that, like, rift between dimensions, those are all the originals for this game.
Makes no sense.
Because they're, again, not from a specific series. Like, they will work with villains from the various series, but they themselves are all original designs, original characters. I would say do not steal, but you can't. He's locked up.
That was one fast spaceman.
like Cell Land.
Yeah, adding like 5 extra spaces of movement. Man, isn't it nice being able to tap one button and move to your next available unit? Stares directly at G-Gen.
Isn't it nice that if things heal automatically, you don't have to go to every square? That's also pretty nice.
Ew!
I saw how strong he was fighting. You should see him.
They have to clean those cockpits, you know.
Wearing normal suits.
They have to clean those normal suits, you know.
Put on my hanger and spray down the holes.
It's like Viscera cleanup detail, but so much worse. Just some dry cleaner board than Nadesco who's just got the murder plan written up for the Seed pilots.
You know, maybe the villain should win.
I trust you. It won't explode.
They're not the strongest of suits.
No.
Hit point
I honestly expect anything that isn't the Barbalist and anything else Sasuke gets incorrectly to be kind of lackluster. I don't think Sasuke gets into it. I don't think the Savage is going to be that great.
The Savage should be tougher.
Yeah.
But the Savage is losing.
Extreme bizarreness of a warship actually having a fire
魚雷発射管扉を開放。
はいはいマン魚雷発射管扉を開放
魚雷を発射。
魚雷を発射はい
対象に解析のデータを確認
Don't ask how our torpedoes work in space. Unless they're torpedoes.
Well, space is a sea.
The whole space is sea, all you want is propellers for it.
Well, you see, we put rockets on the propellers.
It's very thick space.
It's just soup.
Dark matter.
We shoot water out the back of the torpedo in order to make sure the propeller will work.
No, we shoot water at the front of the torpedo to encase it in water.
I
If you,
forgot that Grand
if
has
you
a
shoot
watershed.
water out the back of the torpedo, that alone would work.
Look, we had all this spare seed lying around. We had to have some way to get rid of it.
Equal and opposite reaction displays very well in space.
Okay, good, you caught that. But we have to unnecessarily make sure the propeller is moving too.
Well, it spins anyways. It just does nothing.
You know, running very quickly into the Great Mazinger is not going to hurt the Great Mazinger.
Nope. Quite clearly, the purpose of the propeller is to, by the same, Newtonian principle, spin the torpedo in the opposite direction, thereby getting a tight spiral like a thrown football and make it go straight.
Which would,
You know, against all that air resistance
yeah.
in space.
It's like, which would matter if there was air? It's like-
Thick space, like I said.
Oh, we get undo attack.
ah,
It's not good. We get undo attack.
I mean, not according to this.
yeah. Or, you know, that.
No, we just get Ryoma back.
Go to this.
And we have Kincaid now.
Now or after a time away, we currently have reacquired Kincaid.
Every time.
I'll stop when it stops being funny.
Pretty much. No, you're not.
That looks like he has the Scorpius stretched face. Of course.
Go back to your original positions.
Listen, Skin was at a premium that day, so he had to make do with what he had.
No, see, I choose to believe the opposite. He actually has excess skin and then a crank in the back of his head that he turns to tighten it.
That reminds me of Captain Mother Brain.
We should also take a look at that suit. We haven't actually looked at the enemy suit. This is a unique one.
Yeah.
Yes, now is the part where we need to defeat at least 2 enemies with Kodai.
Get some sort of one.
No.
Talk about removing limiters and stuff.
No, this is all just narrative.
Straight shot, like it looks like a bad attack.
Yep. Oh no, you almost had an opportunity to build up his pissed off.
隼人ほどじゃねえ張りやがら 逃げられると思うなよ これ以上受けるわけにはいかねえパワーなんてものはスピードの前では無力なんだよ
I do not know why this thing has like 3 cockpits. Yeah.
3 cockpits. Ironically, he's in none of them.
Yeah. He just rides on the outside of the suit on a saddle.
Look, buddy, your speed means nothing. These aren't.
No, these don't have barrier. These are not Martian successors.
Jack is just a machine gun.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's the part that's annoying. Is like, yes, it is fully upgraded, but it is still the fucking Cosmo Zero. Like, its weapons are garbage.
On the bright side, it does come with
It does
its
bring
own
its
full
orchestra.
orchestra band. Yes.
We didn't have space for more weapons. We had to bring it to
私はしない
指揮官火災発生数分後に
Light guy.
Well, relative no time. We are in strategy or RPG turn-based combat. This does take a while.
Technically speaking, each turn in this is a minute, except when it narratively needs to be some other length of time.
Watch out. They'll be ready in 4 turns.
No, SRW usually doesn't use turns as a measure of time. They do actually usually refer to them as minutes. If there's like a turn timer, they will usually say like, oh, it's going to explode in 5 minutes, which means 5 turns. It's also just in some ways a very funny measure of time to utilize because most of these attacks wouldn't take a minute to do. No. Like, not even close.
Now, the dialogue before and after the attack, on the other hand, that's completely different.
Talking's a free action.
Depends on the series.
Get the kills with Kodai.
Get the kills with Kodai. So you don't have any enemies left.
That being said, we're generally should be pretty okay getting some kills on some books that we are going to utilize a lot because again, we do want quite a number of aces by the end of the
There's
game.
4 enemies left on the map.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, and 2 of them have to get.
And 2 of them have to kill the
We do definitely want to push for getting Banjo ace as quickly as possible.
Okay, you guys are good.
30,000 money after every map he's deployed on.
Fair enough.
Like,
Yeah.
just here. I dropped this out of my fucking loose change. Judao is also really good. We're, even in addition to getting him to ace in order to get the full armor double Zeta, also his ace bonus is just 20% increase in money and TAC-B he gains. Do we have anyone else that's particularly great? Kincaid's ace bonus is actually quite nice, but you do need to make sure to get him in a really good unit for it. He actually increases the range of CQB weapons by 1 and adds 20 to his skill stat for ace bonus, so he actually gets long range melee, basically. Technically speaking, Colasaur's ace bonus is actually quite good as well. He just automatically triggers Fortune at the start of the player phase when his focus is above 120. Mito, of course, is the double TAC-B from his special skill. Ryoma hits harder when he's pissed off.
It's harder. this time?
Damage increase 30% when focus is above 170.
Daytona 3!
There just really is something about 70s mecha anime music.
They had to work with some very limited resources.
They
had one musician and 2 instruments.
It feels like you hired fucking John Philip Sousa to score your fucking like combat series.
The combat series, what? How about a march?
And just much like everything else involved in like 70s mecha anime, it just has this like very distinctive style to it. With your what now?
That's the Blarma!
You just noticed the stupid name for the mech?
It doesn't really hit until he actually says it. Like, I don't know. I assumed our scanner was just putting up gibberish so they don't recognize the model. And he's like, no, this is called the Blarmog. Like, did you fucking sit on the keyboard when you were naming it? Yeah, I mean, have you seen my guy? Your movie was like, what, 7?
I know he seems to run out all over the place in cutscenes.
Oh yeah, cutscenes don't count though. I mean, the fucking Vangray ran just as far as he did in the cutscene. Cutscenes don't count.
Guardian. It's his appearance, his main character. This has everything. He'll probably be mad.
have the ability to get dash now. That one is just automatic. There's no actual special circumstance needed to do that.
Speed to get dash.
Yep.
So throw dash on a lot of things.
Everything we can afford to put it on, pretty much. It is, again, one of those, there is absolutely no downside to having this on basically everybody.
Other than how much it costs.
It's like $1,500. It's not even that expensive. Like, it and full counter are actually only $1,500 each, which is stupid for how good they are. Especially when you consider that the like 3 remaining ones are like 2,000 each, but not as good. One of them is okay. One of them's just a flat 10 SP recovery at the start of each phase or player phase, which is pretty solid. One of them is when focus is above 130, increase damage by 20%. And one of them is if you end player phase without any action at the beginning of your next player phase, you get Awakening and Excel, and you recover 5 SP. Which, yeah, that one has always been so if I literally do nothing this turn, I get like some extra movement the following turn. Like,
Or I can just move now and get.
yeah. There are a very small handful of scenarios throughout the entirety of the Super Robot Wars franchise where that particular thing makes any amount of sense, and that is because there are a handful of scenarios where your best strategy is actually to wait for the enemy to approach you.
Yeah.
But as I said, it is like a handful of them across the entire franchise, so it's just generally not worth it. Stop listening to Curse.
Good job shooting down 2 things.
If I eliminate all life, then I can protect all life.
This always happens. That's why you need artificial intelligence or AIs instead. They only think they can think independently. Same
And 1,500 is still a lot.
It is, but
they're definitely using it with it on anyways.
yes, it is a lot. It is well worth it.
Not something we can put on like everyone though. We only have
No.
10,000 in space.
But at the very least, we would put it on Maito. And probably our warship captains.
Definitely put on Warship Captain. Maito's 50-50 because he's either by enemies or he's not, depending on the area you're moving about. That being said, we're doing the dash. Which is definitely
Full counter is less useful. Just because, again, as you said, he is half the time
half the
nowhere
time he's
near
not near
anybody.
anything. Like Dash is 100%.
Yeah, that's what I was saying,
Yeah.
is Dash goes on Maito and, like,
Yeah.
the warship captains.
Yeah, and definitely Warship Captains.
Full counter should go on Tetsuya. Actually, probably not, because it doesn't matter if they hit him.
No, it really doesn't.
Actually, probably better to put it on... I mean, Sosuke's units are going to be more survivable than most of the rest of the Full Metal Panic stuff, but even then, Full Metal Panic stuff is not great, so Sosuke might be actually a good option for a full counter, just because he's going to take a lot of attacks, and even his high-end stuff is not going to be super survivable comparatively. So if he can kill some things before they hit him, he'll be better off. That's going to be Sumeragi. Or no, that's Double O.
Yeah, double O. We don't have the Destiny.
Yeah, we don't have the Destiny ship yet.
Or the one that has the transit.
Yes, that's Ptolemaeus.
Yeah, that's all it says. Because it has repair stuff.
And there you go.
So I might as well give it
Repair skill.
repair skill.
Resupply. Yeah.
And we still have
Yeah, we don't have the Eternal yet.
a concentrate.
Okay, it's the Eternal in this one. Like, they actually have like 3 different ships. to
Yes.
choose from.
Yeah, the Eternal is the one that's in here.
Or like 4 different ships would make some amount of sense, I suppose.
You can also technically go put Kincaid in probably a better unit, but
They could also.
if we wanted to.
Mostly fine.
Were it me, I would probably put him in the Yakushiki for now.
Andre, why do you have a gun?
This is on Mars.
What'd you put Kincaid in?
Nothing, you didn't switch
He's still
anything.
in the F91.
Okay.
The F91 MP, yeah.
We unfortunately can't put him in a Destiny unit.
No,
We can't.
you can only do UC gun.
We can't stop the SD units at all.
Yes, that was when Banjo Haran was still a teenager on Mars. So why do you have a gun? It's because he has a fucking gun. That's not a thing he doesn't have normally. See, in Daitar 3, Banja Haran does occasionally also mow enemies down with a fucking, like, rifle, not just his giant robot.
Fair.
Like, again, one of the character influences is James Bond. He just does just gun people down. We don't know how it works. Listen, if you're upset about us not explaining the technology behind the boson jump, you're gonna be real annoyed when Amuro shows up in the new Gundam and can't tell you shit all about the Psycho Frame. Can you explain how this technology works? Well, ghosts from the dimension of ghosts whispered to me. The technology from the future. I wrote it down on a cocktail napkin.
Do you think that's crazy? Wait until we get Unicorn. So you're telling me that Gundam just waved a hand and reverted their engine back to factory specs? Yeah. What should we get? The police. Fighting a god. Yes.
I don't think this is vision from vision. No, I don't think you can take this many factors into account.
This future anyone vision.
It's after this mission we have DLC.
Yes. This one we have DLC missions. We only have 4 minutes to pull this off.
Yeah. So basically 4 turns to get Kodai to the target area. The SR point is to defeat all enemy units before Kodai reaches the target area. And then the TACP is afterwards, you basically get the Yamato back, and you just have to defeat 2 units, 2 or more units with the Yamato, which is not a problem.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
All aboard the space submarine. Actual correction, all except my toe aboard the space submarine.
Forces are faring fine.
I mean, other than the fact that they're in the ship and, you know, the cafeteria is just starting to run their own snacks. There's no more playing hot Cheetos.
Captain, the emo waves are off the charts.
Hey.
Don't worry, we also get a good unit in this one. Something we will actually be fielding. Akito Tenkawa, one of the Class A boson jumpers we abducted. Then we took away his sense of taste somehow. Really humiliating because he's a chef. That doesn't really make sense. Shut up.
Attacking a submarine was a good idea.
Ah, snipe. Does something.
Snipe, I think. It's either a range increase.
I believe it just increases the range by 2.
Yeah. Like that.
Hey. Yeah.
There's Mexico.
Yep. Still need to put some strength into it because they're Martian successors and they're for fucking annoying. They all have a fucking barrier. But
Oh, there's like 3 very weak trees over there. Yeah.
Somebody get that man a towel.
Signal team. Let's go. My people need me.
There's one left.
What's that?
One left.
Oh,
There's 2.
1, 2,
Or 3. Yeah.
3.
3. Yeah.
Stand the Cosmo Zero next to the point.
I'm just gonna kill him and move on. I was trying to see if we can get him so escape before but he's not close enough to actually get the extra action.
Yep.
to thin their numbers. Genocide, got it.
It's fine. There's more cannon fodder right in the front.
準備が整い次第攻撃を開始します。敵との相対距離算出撃墜します。思いかねデータリンク開始解析結果表示いけますよ艦長。グラビティブラストの発射を。
Are we going with Bonjo's capable of doing jumps?
Well, yeah, he's
One
Martian.
on Mars.
God, Dietar 3 just kicked in the wall.
She's her hacking eyes.
Yep. Oh no, those clever bastards. They've locked this door behind a puzzle which requires you to identify which of these bowls is salt and which is sugar. They know I can't do that anymore. Took away my sense of taste.
We will need you to identify which of these is Coke and which of these is Diet Coke.
Double gasp.
I mean, we already actually found out about that last time.
Delayed gasp.
Honestly, I'm just as surprised as you are.
Oh, hey, it's Robert Ray just hanging around. That's an appropriate response.
Hathaway, what the fuck are you doing here? And why are you like as old as I am? So yes, we also get Amuro and the new Gundam now.
That is actual 100%. A unit we will use. The mysterious Mr. X.
No, good. Just Wolfgang's robot.
Yeah,
So that was going to be a threat.
We're going to send you some reinforcements, but we're not really going to send
We had these in storage. It's actually cheaper for us to just throw them at these guys than to actually
Scrap
on
them.
top
Like,
of
honestly, tearing him down would take like labor hours. This way, it's just, yeah, it's fine.
Also, if we break
Oh, we leave them in a
we have to,
locker.
like,
There's rent to
we have to
pay.
dispose of them properly. There's all sorts of fees attached. They can destroy the battle. They just can destroy the battle. Whatever. Have the Yamato kill two things.
Uh-huh.
Have the Yamato exist in your enemies.
Pretty much.
They touched my shit.
Bye. You done goofed.
It's just screaming my boat over and over again.
Units are powerful. They have this barrier. Oh, God.
Can I just one
Can't
time
you
go to,
fucker
like a barbecue or something? Like a volleyball court.
It's long and complicated and kind of stupid. We'll talk about it later.
No, these Wolfgangs.
It's not that complicated. Oh, crap. I forgot to update the game.
I did it on the blue side of things.
Okay, good.
Don't think it.
That's true.
They I'll check just to make sure, but I have to do the exports and stuff. Yeah, that's correct.
Go, Shadow Boy, go. Wow, you see when Realma murdered someone? That was awesome.
I used to believe that anytime any of these like special abilities trigger off of somebody else getting a kill, it's a straight up cosmic Kiryu. That's rad.
Just a bunch of axes and hitting with arm blades. Wrench.
Oh, that ceased to exist.
I mean, fair.
Back on the bus.
Hope you enjoyed your time on the field. Akita, you're never getting deployed again.
You almost helped and they forced me to take you.
Honestly, even for that like one secret, which technically requires us to feel it, I don't think we care that
We have to reveal them for something.
much. If we care.
Might as well do it for content.
Okay, there are technically more advanced suits than the, or more advanced UC suits than the new on the board. Why is the new so ridiculous?
There is a number of factors. One, yes, it's Amuro. Amuro's stats are stupid. And two, yes, there are technically more advanced suits from UC on the board. None of them have full Psycho Frame.
Fair enough.
Doesn't have Psycho Frame at all.
I think the G does.
Does it have Psycho Frame?
I believe the G actually does have Psycho Frame. Just not a full Psycho Frame.
Oh, I mean, even the new doesn't have full Psycho Frame.
Pretty sure the new does. I think that was part of the innovation of the Sazabi in the new, or that they did specifically have full Psycho Frame.
I think it's got Psycho Frame material. They weren't full Psycho Frame.
Maybe. Regardless, the point is that, yeah, a lot of it has to do with the Psycho Frame. Turns out, future technology whispered to you from the dimensions of ghosts is really fucking powerful.
It doesn't help that the only thing the new usually fights is the Sazabi, so...
Yeah. Also, the other factor being, I don't know if it's gonna, yeah, it's just the Psycho Frame, but I don't know that it differentiates between Psycho Frame and full Psycho Frame. Like, when we get the Unicorn later, I'm pretty sure it also just has Psycho Frame. The other thing being that the other consideration is that the new was a sort of bespoke, specifically designed mobile suit, designed specifically to match to being piloted by Amuro and his like specs and piloting style and things like that, whereas most other units weren't really specifically designed that way. Like the G, which is, you know, further advanced than the new technically, wasn't really specifically designed to be piloted by Hathaway, or at the very least what amount of it was designed for that. Hathaway doesn't have as specific a piloting style as Amuro, I guess is the best way to put it. Also, just in general, especially if you see quote-unquote advances in technology don't necessarily directly equate to being more powerful.
That's
Like, for instance, the F91 MP and the Crossbone that we have are ostensibly advanced in technology from the new and the G, but a lot of those advances were in miniaturization, not actually in any sort of increase in power. Because they are actually smaller suits. Like, the G is basically about as big as an actual mobile suit ever really got. Anything larger starts getting into, like, mobile armor territory, basically.
okay. Yeah, the unicorn models are the bullseye frame.
Yeah, regardless, the point is that, like, a lot of it has to do with the Psycho Frame, and also just in general it being a suit that was explicitly designed to match to Amuro's pilot. It would be like, the modern equivalent would be like somebody having like a Formula One race car that has been specifically tuned to like the nth degree to their reaction times and like their range of motion and that kind of stuff.
Also, I forget that the UC universe is a lot more flat when it comes to their weapon technologies.
To a certain extent, yeah. Like, there are definitely advancements, but again, so like I said, the interesting thing about technological advancement in the UC universe is that they are actually somewhat realistic with it, in the sense that it's not all just like, oh, advancing technology just means things get more powerful. It's like, no, there are actual other factors. Like, okay, it's the same power, but now it's half the size, meaning we can fit into a smaller unit, which is then more agile or whatever, kind of stuff like that. And also like variance stuff. So like the F91 MP and the Crossbone, for instance, don't have any new type weapons on them because they're not really designed as new type suits.
Yeah.
But that being said, like, the rifle that the Crossbone has is more powerful than the beam rifle that the new Gundam has. It's just a different style of weapon.
But on the other hand, it obviously doesn't have funnels or...
Yeah, because again, it's not new type. It's not intended as a new type suit.
Yeah. I've also been playing way too much Cross Rays, and most of those universes have kind of ridiculous progress in technology.
Yes, well, I mean, again, like, literally the base suits from Wing are more powerful than pretty much anything in UC has ever been.
Yeah.
Like, the kind of shit that just, like, the Wing is capable of is roughly equivalent to some of the extremely late UC super weapons. Like, it is pretty incomparable in power scale. UC is very much lower powered than the vast majority of AUs.
Yeah. Even Seed, which kind of sort of starts in that relative ballpark and then just goes way out in the left field.
Yes. What?
Don't worry about it.
Could say it's as near as it's. Shut up, Kincaid.
It's so far away that it's circled back around to being close.
Apparently, distance is a flat circle.
Well, you see, all Gundam universe like the same universe.
We're playing through the dark history.
Everything is Utica. More than greed and a subtle distance. Oh, we got the spiral effector for absolutely murdering the
Obliterating
crap out
that
of
one
something.
dude with the Yamato. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blam.
Guess who's dead now?
Good thing we kept all these decorations around. And a crap ton of bottles of Tabasco sauce.
Nine's party room. She just went in and took a room on the ship. It's like, it's the party room now. Don't really question it.
I mean, we were going to bring it up, and then she just stared blankly at us and started making this horrendous screeching noise.
As it turns out, despite being an advanced AI, she still just uses a dial-up connection.
Analyzer is the only other term that's real.
I've been resisting every time his name comes up. I really have. It's so hard.
You really want the analyzer to be mad at you?
Fisto Roboto.
You do so much more than fist.
The spiral effector. Which...
So I'm certain that there's a word missing there.
They sometimes have to do weird stuff with the descriptions to fit them in the box.
Yeah.
Basically, it grants ignore size
Yeah.
and barrier piercing to all your attacks and increases the damage by 300.
I know. The fact that it just says renders
Renders.
ignore size and barrier piercing.
Yeah. Definitely worth getting.
Yep.
I would check real quick to see if Sosuke has ignore size. I'm pretty sure he does, but if he doesn't, that would be very worth putting on his, since they are small units. I would be pilot list on that list, because it is technically a Okay, yes, he does have level 2 and more size. So, not necessarily as worth it, although the barrier buster
Check to
is.
see if he has any barrier.
Lambda driver, or Lambda strike, maybe? Would be the only one I would think of. But you can't technically check here, because. That being said, probably still worth it to put on there just to.
Okay.
Even if Lambda Strike does have it, it would at least give it to all the other attacks.
So it's still an attack boost.
Yeah.
What parts of it we have?
Probably the auxiliary jam drive. Like
I probably actually move as an operator on something else.
fair enough. I like the second page.
Definitely want as an operator.
Well, we've got the new Gundam to go push some
We
shit
do
on.
have the new gun. Armor can definitely kill stuff.
His operator is pretty solid. What else we have that's really good? Just killing the auxiliary EOS, making him literally fucking unhittable.
He has superconductor, which has movement. Well,
Yeah.
we also need to.
Upgrade to the new Gundam. Again, that description is a little off. It's not technically equal to level. It's based on the
It's
level
based
of the
on
new type.
Yeah.
What's up?
It's like the skill level between.
Yeah, so like compare like Judao here, who at one level lower has like 186 CQB, 190 range, 201 skill. It's like, yeah, slightly higher on CQB and range, and just like a
Better
significant boost in skill,
Better evasion,
evade,
better
everything. And also, just default has fucking second attack. You do want to grab Proud Ace real quick to throw on him, though. Definitely.
Let's see what the special abilities are.
It's not going to be in here if you back out and do search.
Just enhances your.
It just gives a whole shit ton of. It basically increases all stats. Like, I can pull up exact numbers if we actually care, I think. But again, it's mostly just it just increases all stats. Yeah, so specifically, mobility and sight go up by 10. Funnels get plus 200 damage and plus 10 crit, and then it unlocks all range attack and full range attack, full all range attack, as long as those have been made available. And yes, interestingly, in this, the Unicorn does not actually have the Psycho Frame ability. The only unit that has the Psycho Frame ability is actually the new Gundam.
Is there a full psycho frame?
Nope. There is Eye Field, there is Psycho Field, and then there is what was the other one had NTD system.
random side mission.
Psycho Field, which is just stupid as shit. Psycho Field is once you reach 130 focus, any weapon type damage below 2,000 is just canceled. It costs 10 energy each time it triggers, but
Just a field of, you don't hurt me.
as opposed to the I Field, which is when focus is above 110, at a cost of 10 energy each, it deducts 1,500 damage for any ranged beam attack.
Makes sense. What's the NTD system do?
NTD system puts them in destroy mode, basically. Like, when focus is above 130 and new type level above 5, allows you to transform to destroy mode, effective during 5 turns once transformed. Basically, you get to go into destroy mode, which is a super mode. And I believe has 1 or 2 attacks on the units that have it that are destroy mode exclusive.
Meanwhile, some bullshit in Arsino.
Meanwhile, plot happening over there. Unfortunately, we might have to pay attention to it.
Being said, we can do total fucking nonsense later on, like putting Amuro in Neo Zeong.
My money's on the Gundam if we're doing Gundam versus Paramail.
We got retrofit for space. The Cockpits didn't have armor.
any idea how many times Beecha has betrayed us in an attempt to get a better life for himself?
I'm actively pointing the gun at you right now.
What? Oh, that's just what you call the plural of the song dragons, okay. More than one, not singular.
Definitely plural.
Yeah, it's a plural singular.
As it turns out, the plural of dragon is still just dragon.
One dragon, two dragon, three dragon, and to sacrifice more people. I already wish we'd never mess with you. Get out of the game. Seriously, bad. Real bad.
On the bright side, we get to fight dragons.
Schooners. Elite anti-dragon unit.
I think you made the fatal mistake of assuming these things were actually going to do much of anything dominant.
They're not even significantly faster than you, Judao.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, that they're
Yeah.
going for the exit.
You stop hitting my garbage Mac.
Which one?
Anything on the left side of the screen, except for like the Vilcas.
Yeah, Angie's movie is fine. Pretty much everything else there. Being outperformed by the O2.
They knew.
You can't make people use this flimsy garbage.
No, we accidentally fucked up and made this thing's armor out of tissue paper. Well, I suppose we could give the pilot the ability to make it not die horribly.
Right, give her a box of tissue paper. She'll be able to repair the thing on the fly.
Should be fine. Doesn't go that far.
Yep.
That's
Is it though?
oh, that's a game failure for that.
Yes, it is. Any units destroyed.
So that's a question. That's how it's going.
I don't know if it was all in units destroyed. Oh.
Yeah. I think if you just hold down triangle.
Yes, this is
Essentially.
Oh, oh.
oh.
No. Okay. Don't actually share button. No, triangle.
There's backlog. Start maybe. Okay. Or just set it to 4.
Faster actually clicking through Infamous.
down the whole hallway meowing the whole time.
It's cat. It's a cat thing.
Yeah.
That's not trying to cat mind of cat.
On the top one's cat. Yeah.
Those are the ones that HVH are. The local ones.
Much better that time. Peach, don't be so excited. You beat the giant robot equivalent of preschoolers. We armed our elite anti-dragon squad with wiffle ball bats as a joke.
Oh no, more dragons. How big are the parallels? How big are they compared to the Dragon? The Gundam may be massive compared to
Especially
the size of these dragons.
Especially that's a double Zeta, which is bigger than normal.
I mean, not by a whole lot.
No,
By
but
a couple meters.
Still.
Let's see if I've got specs on them, actually. They're in the like 7 to 8 meter range for paramales, so Gundams are generally about twice as big.
Depending on how big they are compared to the dragons they fight. Is the dragon maybe a perfect analogy option for Double Zeta?
Let's see. God, I fucking hate that. Dragon is an acronym.
Double Zeta is 22.11 meters tall.
Dimensional rift-attuned gargantuan organic neotype.
Stop what?
Neotype?
Neotype.
Oh,
Neotype. Neotype.
shit out.
Bograt, please stop acknowledging they're stupid.
Schooner classes are 15 to 20 meters in length, so they're about the same size as a Gundam. The Double Zeta is a little bit bigger than a schooner class.
Yeah.
So, like, the paramales are significantly smaller than mobile suits, but the dragons are not.
Yeah.
Not come out favorably in that exchange. that a galleon? It said brig. Okay, yeah, it's a galleon. Well, no. There are brig class dragons and galleon class dragons.
That is a guy.
I think they may not have actually included brig class as an actual unit in this game, but so far we've only seen schooner and galleon.
There is no way. No, it wouldn't.
It costs nothing.
For being nice, we'll take the MVP award away and put it in Judau's desk.
Got issues.
She's got more volumes now.
Yeah, it's not issues. She got a costume.
Oh.
That's why I mentioned adult size.
Ah, okay.
She's dressing up as a magical girl. Game meter and a Crystal Dragonium.
Yes, Crystal Dragonium.
What's your time look like?
It's just now 3 o'clock.
Okay, platform. DLC and stuff there.
Yeah.
Tend to be that long.
We get another superconductor motor out of this one.
know why, but every single time I see him written, my brain defaults to Nabisco.
Ah, yes, the Nabisco cracker.
Oh, the Nabisco Squad.
Delicious. Yeah, but what's in the now?
Decade.
What did it used to be?
We don't talk about that. Actually, you suck ass.
A subtle difference.
Yes, it is hard to keep fighting when you're dead.
Yes. Thank you for saving us. 2 minutes later.
And they're all dead.
I'm still here, Mr. McD.
First when he talks, he doesn't open the front of his mouth. Just the back is like...
That was the thing he did.
Oh wait, I know this one. We get our hand glowing golden and then punch through its chest, pull out its core.
Yeah.
We purify that with light from the green planet.
Sounds right. Like a giant nail of light. Big ass hand. And not in this game, unfortunately. Let's wait for X. Cannot damage the house. Victory conditions or something.
No, Galgagar isn't in X either.
Isn't that X?
Nope. 30.
Oh. For some reason I thought it was.
No. No, the only brave in X is still Might Guy.
Oh.
You could lose the scenario. Let's let it hurt.
Yep. Immediate attack. Nah, we didn't like this Federal Impact Lance anyways. Federation are bad people. Zeon are also. No one is good. now, but like this form tax and like you can't probably kill.
You can if you couldn't. If you didn't heal it.
Yeah, but I did. What did I do about it?
Got it. Turn up the output. This direction is not down. You can do this, Launchpad.
We're named soldiers in the Gundam universe. We don't have long to live in the first place.
It's okay. I was actually a significant amount of time away from retirement, so this isn't nearly as much of a blow.
Sorry to put you on the spot, literal children. The crying. Bang, bang. It's so much worse than the crying.
In the background, police diver as part of guard divers like, no, wait, I've got this. I feel threatened. Qualified immunity. Blam!
Jesus Christ, J Decker.
I was in fear for my life.
That robot was coming right for me.
That's how the entire Zambot team died.
It's fine, we have more.
I mean, they don't even come back in X. Nightar does.
Right, really, we just need to give them the vest and the scarf, and bam, new team. Recruiting children's real easy.
And the two chins blow up.
They've unfused, unfortunately.
Oh, things aren't looking good, Mr. McD.
The hydro cannon goes spinning off into space.
You did not think this through.
In with the moon. Where? We're in the middle of space. They stole our organization. Where do you want me to go?
Sure.
Yeah. I believed in you. And if you didn't do it, I was gonna kill you.
Slowly unloads the beam rifle. How touching.
Well, ain't that cute?
But it's wrong.
Sorry, zoning out in the middle of the conversation.
So a little bit earlier than usual, but don't really probably have enough time to do another full scenario. So we'll call it there for today. Thank you all for joining us again for another Super Robot Sunday here on Sound Goblin Gaming. Please join us tomorrow evening for some more Poke Mondays Elden Ring playthrough. Definitely Pokemon, certainly. Tuesday, we'll be getting back to some more Lobotomy Corporation. On Thursday, we'll be back with Banner of the Maid, and then right back here next Sunday with some more Super Robot Wars V. Until then, I've been Bograt.
I've been Grampus.
I've been Shiv.
And I'm Vincent.
Have a good one, everyone.
Good.
Alright, who else is fast?